We are here on a late night Saturday. Look, I almost sound like I was about to bust into a rhyme for some reason. But we're here. Hopefully everybody's doing well. A little chilly in the mid-Atlantic, but you know what? Let's go. Oh, man. Welcome into the NY to MD podcast. Seminoles up 14-0. Kevin Hurt, Brian Sherrard, Orioles winning 3-2. We got games on. We're live. It's a Saturday night. Trying to bring in bright. And obviously it's more than 3-2.
Cedric Mullins.
Let's go. Obviously those are winning more than 3-2, which is good for those. Good for the O's because they're still battling for playoff position. 5-2 now. The O's are winning.
Yes, sir.
5-2. So we're here on StreamYard, as you can see, live show right there. It says live show right there in the bottom right hand corner. It's live, so live that the dog is barking. Max, I'm doing this, sir. Thank you. So rude. Of course, YouTube, StreamYard, Facebook, IG, Twitter. Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, wherever you find podcasts, you will find the NY2MD podcast. First things first, real quick. I do want to, not trying to get too serious or anything, but I want to dedicate this show to my friend who I lost this past week, to my friend Orel. We love you, always love you, and I know how everything turns out. I mean, Notre Dame's 2-0 the last 2 weeks. And the Giants are undefeated. So you're doing something up there. But listen, man, when we play, I still got to root for my team. I'm just letting you know that now, man. But I love you, brother. I miss you. And, I'll be seeing you. So. But, yeah, so we got a lot to talk about, man. We got a lot to talk about.
Yes, sir.
Besides the O's up 5-2. Let's see. Florida State is up 14-0 currently. So yeah, we got stuff. It's Saturday night. Feeling all right.
Yeah, man. So this is a first.
This is a late show for you. Usually,
This is late, but this is technically our 4th podcast of the day.
The 90th. I think 90th.
Oh man, but I'm loving it, man. This is fun, man.
Yeah, you're awake, so that's even better because usually right now you're not. So
yeah. Oh, dude. Yes. Yeah.
But yeah, dude, we got baseball, obviously, college football, obviously. We got to talk about Pujols, Federer, some NBA coach humping around the Las Vegas Aces, NFL. We got a whole bunch of stuff, man, that we need to talk about. But first thing, I owe someone an apology, and I'm going to do it right here on the show. I do want to apologize to Albert Pujols. I saw on the show that you weren't going to reach 700. And dadgummit, you reached 700. Not only did you reach it, you reached 699 and saved 100 in the same game.
In the same game,
and it was against the Dodgers, and I appreciate that even better. But yeah, congratulations, the 4th or 3rd, if you want to count people who haven't taken anything, person to get 700 home runs. Man, obviously, Albert Pujols has been doing it for a minute. He just played for a team that I hated. Obviously I don't like the Cardinals. But, we got Judge with 60 home runs right now. Pujols at 700. I mean, and I know you love Aaron Judge for some reason. But, man, how do you feel about Pujols getting 700, man?
So first of all, let's go back to
back in time.
Yeah, to beginning of the season. Yo, I would have never thought Pujols was going to hit number 700 this year, dude. Like he looked like he was with the Angels. He looked like he was done. Remember, he could barely run hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think he can still barely run. I don't think that changed.
Yo, you see
now he's hitting home runs. So
yo, he was moving around those bases the fastest I've ever seen that dude move. Yo.
Well, when you go back home, right?
Yeah.
But
I thought he was done hurt, and I thought he was on the Cardinals just for let's bring him back, so he could retire as a Cardinal. I thought it was all ceremonial. I really did.
I understand.
But dude, he just starts hitting, and he keeps hitting. And at first, I just wanted him to get past A-Rod. Like, that was my only thing. And I remember me and Nate having conversations. You think he's going to get to 700? Nate, no, he's not getting. I mean, he's not going to get to 700. But hopefully he can get past A-Rod. Dude, he got past 700 with time to spare. And I mean, those home runs he crushed them.
Yeah. That hanging curveball was done.
Yeah.
He destroyed that thing.
So, but you know what? I like Pujols. He's one of the few players hurt, and I've told the story in the podcast that I paid money to see.
Yeah.
That I was in St. Louis. I was supposed to go to a Ravens game on Sunday. I said, you know what? Screw this. I'm going to the Cardinals game because I got to see Pujols play.
Yeah, it's bird on bird violence too.
Yeah. But no, they were playing the Cubs or the Brewers that day.
You were out of state.
Yeah, I was.
That's right. Okay, I remember now. Yeah. I remember.
Yeah, and I was like, no, I gotta
go see Fat Albert.
And he had a horrible game. Well, I shouldn't say it was a horrible game, but he went 0 for 3. But at least I got a chance to see him play. But dude, I made it a point to go see him play in his home stadium, and I was able to do that. And so he's someone so I say all that to say he's someone I've admired. But dude, if you had told me he was going to join the 700 club, son, this year I would say you smoking something. So
yeah. I mean, sometimes you get revitalized when you go to a winning team.
Yeah,
you gotta think the A's, as good as Shohei Ohtani is, that and supposedly they have the 15th best player ever in baseball history. And he looked like he just looked done. I honestly, I feel like it's the organization that's killing people, not just not just that. But but he went back home and what is he? Let me see. What is he batting right now? He's at 265.
Yeah,
265.
How many home runs does he have this year?
21 home runs, 58 RBIs.
Yeah.
Like he didn't have any of that stuff in Oakland. In LA.
Yeah.
I mean, he just looked, like you said, he looked like a shell. A complete shell of who he used to be.
Now, but Hurt, this was all made possible. You know why all this is possible, right? Oh, shoot. Oh, okay. You know why all this is possible, right?
No.
Because the National League got rid of
yes.
pitchers hitting.
Yes, that's exciting.
No, it's the truth though.
It is. He wouldn't be able to come because he had to play first base or pinch hit.
Right.
So you're 3,000% right.
Yeah, because the National League now has the DH. You know what I'm saying? It allowed him to go back to St. Louis, go back home, and like you said, it rejuvenated him. He has been rejuvenated, and it's just been good. It's been a good story, man. It's been a good story. But Joe, did you see the clip of the MLB Network host that made this prediction?
No.
It's a clip. I gotta send you the link. But the guy's like, and people thought he was crazy. This was like before the season started. Like this must have been like bold predictions or something. But he's like, but no, Albert Pujols will hit number 700, and he's going to do it in September against the Dodgers. Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh. He said he's going to do it in September against the Dodgers off Clayton Kershaw. So, so he was almost right.
Yeah.
But, yo,
Didn't get the Clayton Kershaw right, but yeah.
But yo, he called it. Yo, I gotta see you. It was amazing, yo. So yeah, it was pretty slick. I was watching that like what? And he made that prediction at the beginning of the season. So that was pretty slick.
When did Pujols go back to
Dude, I was gonna ask you the same question, dude. Because wasn't he on the Dodgers for a period? For a quick?
I don't think so.
I thought he went from Anaheim to the Dodgers, and then he went to St. Louis. Everything all right? Okay. Well, I don't know. I'm going to check this because I'm pretty sure that's what happened. But yeah, I've got.
Was he on the Dodgers? He was, because it was like LA to LA for a little bit, right?
Yeah, I think.
Did they release him?
Like, see, that's where I get confused. What I get confused is how did he wind up back in St. Louis? And I don't remember how he got back. Darn it. Gosh.
Yeah, I gotta probably Google that. That's probably what makes my computer slow.
Yeah, I'm all right. So let's see. He went from LA, then he went to the Dodgers last year.
Oh, okay, last year. Okay.
Yeah. And then looks like he's been.
Oh, he left LA last year?
Yeah, I remember that. Because I think what happened was they designated him for assignment. And I think they designated him.
Yeah, I remember maybe they picked him up for the playoffs, but so he's had this whole season.
Yeah.
Yeah, his whole season. Yeah, I'm looking at his whole season this year was the Cardinals. Dude, I didn't even know. I don't remember. I really thought he was with Anaheim this year. That's crazy.
But yo, but check this out. But check this out, Hurt. So, all right, he's 42, right?
Mm-hmm.
In 2020, he hit 224. 224. In 2021, Hurt, he hit 236 with both the Dodgers and the Angels. On the Angels, Joe, he hit 198.
198.
Yeah. That's why they designated him in 24 games with the Angels. He had 198, 5 home runs, 12 RBI. He got on the Dodgers. He had 254, and he had 12 home runs, 38 RBIs. And this year he's 21-58. So, yeah, man, good for him, man. He hasn't hit 20 home runs since 2019. So, but good for him, man. He's doing his thing. So. And he was an all-star this year, too. I guess he was, they put him in.
Yeah, he was a throwing all-star. But right now, he's earned it.
Yeah. But I like that, though. I think when you have guys, like say if you wanted to put a Cal Ripken or, you know what I'm saying, guys that are way past their prime, you know what I'm saying? But
over people from like the Kansas City Royals or something. Yeah, I'm cool with that.
No. But as long as, you still pick,
the people that deserve
I think they should be like extra. I think they should be extra. I think you should hold extra. They don't take up a roster spot, but as long as it's like a lifetime achievement award, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think they should be on the team and take out the people who don't deserve to be there because every team needs to be represented.
All right, whatever.
Well, I was never a fan of that. I think that's trash.
I know. All right, man.
You play to win the game. What? No Royal on there. So with that. Anyway, congratulations, Albert, man. That's awesome. Let's just go from 700 to our Mets and O's, man. I know the O's are playing now. I'll go to my Mets. We had DeGrom. Gave DeGrom a lead today, which is weird. We never give that dude a lead. And he couldn't get out. Now, he did get out the first inning. We gave up 4 runs in the first inning to tie the game. And we gave him another run for 5-4. Then he got to the argument with the umpire, as we all know, Angel Hernandez. and we end up losing that game 6-4. And the Braves won. They beat the Phillies, so now they're only a game and a half back. But we've been doing well so far. We've been winning a lot. This our last 10, I think we're like 7-3, so it's not too bad. DeGrom still pitched well, but it's just we did clinch a playoff spot earlier this week.
He pitched well, giving up 5 runs.
Well, I mean, for him, because of strikeouts he had, but he was being squeezed. He was really being squeezed. And he never argued. He's a dude that doesn't argue with the umpire. He really was arguing with the umpire. Of course, the umpire was arguing back because that's what he does. Because robots wouldn't do that, but still.
Stop, Hurt.
So, they wouldn't argue. They wouldn't argue. That's what I'm saying. Am I wrong? Are they going to argue? Oh no. Okay. So, yeah. Either way, we lost 10-4. So right now, I see the bases are loaded for the Astros. Baltimore is up 5-2. What you got?
Yeah. So this was the week started off disappointing. Basically, we won our last game against Toronto. Then we had 3 games with Detroit. So you're thinking, we got to get two of these, if not sweep. One of the worst teams in baseball. We get shut out the first game, 11-0. We lose the second game barely 3-2, and we did pull out a win on a complete game. Gosh darn it!
It was like in the middle of the speech. Hey, it's 5-4, man. They still got a lead. Still got one out. Put on the rally hat.
Anyway. So this is not good. I don't know why we brought this dude into the game. He stinks. Darn it. Anyway, so yeah, we finally got a win against Detroit in our last game, but that was only because Jordan Lyles pitched a perfect game. A complete game. So then we go up with the Astros. Kyle Bradish, our rookie, almost pitches another complete game. He goes 8 2/3. Oh, what's going on, Dan? Hey, doing good, man. Nice for you to tune in. We got the evening podcast going on. But anyway, so then
I haven't seen Dan in a while. Hello,
yeah,
Dan.
Yeah, it's good. Good to
been a stranger. It's been a stranger. It's been away.
But nah. So check this out. So then. The next game, Kyle Bradish pitches. He almost pitched a complete game, 8 2/3 of shutout ball. So we shut out Houston. And then yesterday, I was actually at the game. Dean Kramer pitches a complete game shutout. So the Orioles have won 3 in a row. They're 3 behind the Mariners. Currently, the Orioles are beating the Astros 5-4 in the 5th inning. The Mariners are, I believe, are losing right now 4-2. So we got to take advantage of this. We could go into tomorrow's game only 2 games behind the wild card, Hurt, but we gotta pull this game out, man. We gotta pull this game out.
Gotta hold on.
Yeah, we gotta hold on. So things are looking up for the Birds, man. We'll see. Now, have they clinched the playoff spot?
I said that. You were not listening to anything I said earlier.
No,
I said we clinched earlier in the week. Yes.
Okay, my bad. I'm sorry. I was too worried about the bases.
I know that's this is exactly why. This is exactly why we don't do evening stuff.
No, but
we clinched already. So.
Okay.
We're just trying to get that second seed, just so we can have a bye or whatever.
Got you. But no,
the Dodgers had the best record, right?
So things are looking up for our team, so that's cool. It could be an important game. Well, if both of y'all clinch, maybe not. But I know the Mets and the Braves have a series.
Yeah, the Braves clinched already.
Yeah, so it's not that big of a deal. So
yeah, well, it does because no one wants to mess up their pitching for that first, game. We winning the division does still mean a lot because we got better records than the Cardinals, whoever's leading the Central, and we just gotta keep, like you said, that 3-game series we have at Atlanta later on is what's going to probably decide on what goes on to the division.
Okay.
But yeah, baseball, baby, I love it.
Yeah.
Almost October. both our teams are still kind of, well, my team's been in it. Your team's in it. That's, hey, you can't ask for anything more than that.
Nah, man.
No.
Nope.
Speaking of not asking for anything more, we had a retirement this week that obviously you didn't know about.
No, dude, I had no idea.
One of the greatest, some may even say probably the greatest men's tennis player of all time, Roger Federer, has stepped away from the game. He's a gentleman. I don't know anyone who doesn't love Roger Federer. Like, he's one of the few tennis guys who actually had like his own hat. Like, he had a little.
I'm not a fan.
What? Of Roger Federer?
Nope.
I'm confused. What reason would you not be a fan of Roger Federer?
Just never been a fan. Why should I? I mean, I just never.
Why shouldn't you? Like, what would he? I'm so thrown aback by this.
Yeah.
Like, why wouldn't you be? If he's one of the greatest tennis players of all time. Like,
no reason, just not a fan. I don't have a reason. I'm just not a fan. I just never liked him.
I mean, do you dislike him?
I don't dislike him, but I don't like him. I never root for him ever.
Like, so between him, Djokovic, and Nadal, which all three of them basically.
Nadal's my dude.
See, I can't stand him.
Yeah, I'm not a.
Why is Nadal your dude?
He just is. I don't have a reason. I just like Nadal. I like Nadal. I don't like Federer, and I don't want to say I don't like Djokovic.
The way you're talking about, like, Roger Federer, this dude who never did anything wrong in life ever.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan.
Wow.
In Djokovic, I'm just indifferent. I don't root for him, but I don't.
You know me. I love Djokovic.
I know, but I don't root for him, but I don't root against him.
Until recently.
But I always root against Federer. Like, whenever he played, I always rooted against him. Yeah, just didn't like him.
I don't know if I feel like I'm shocked and appalled by it.
Yeah, I've never told, but I just don't like him, man. Yeah. So.
Okay, well, the great and one of the great players of all time, Roger Federer, is retiring. And he came up in a time where he was competing with two of the other great players of the time. I mean, seeing the three of them, he must have. He must have gone to Duke. He's from Switzerland. Maybe he transferred his credits from the University of Switzerland or something in like Zurich or whatever over to Duke. I can't. I don't know. I mean, maybe Bill Belichick likes him. I don't know. I don't know what would make him not like Fed. But yeah, just the three of them in the finals was usually one of those three or two of those three, I should say. And the reason I like Djokovic because he won more on all the services. We all know most of the Nadals is the French, and Federer won one French, but everything else that he won, I think out of his 20 plus majors, was divvied up between the other majors. But he's one of the greatest of all time. I love watching him play. I love him facing Djokovic. I love him facing Nadal. That era, again, we always should pay attention to and love watching great players play, whether you like them or you don't like them.
Yeah,
just watch and love their game.
Yeah,
and I love Roger Federer and his game. He's one of the, like I said, he's one of the greats. And not to me. Only thing for Switzerland I like besides that is Federer and this wrestler named Cesaro. But that's it. That's for Switzerland. So I don't really know besides like Swiss Miss or something. But, I didn't know you didn't like him. I didn't know that he rankles your feathers or something.
Yeah, man. I just was never a Federer guy, man. Yep. But anyway, congrats to him for a long storied career. He's like you say, he's one of the greatest of all time. I just
didn't like him. I guess this is how I feel about Mike Trout.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. There you go. The supposed 15th greatest player of all time.
Yep.
All right. So what we got next? Oh yeah, basketball.
Okay.
Not basketball. Or maybe too much basketball. I don't know. I can't explain it. This was an internal investigation by the Boston Celtics into their gallivanting head coach. Okay, Ime Udoka, who came from he's a Popovich guy.
Okay.
And somehow, some way, people witnessed his behavior, did an investigation, and the dude suspended for the whole season because he was having a consensual relationship with a staff member.
Per the initial reports.
Yes. Which is against their bylines, guidelines, or whatever it is. So he's been suspended for the whole year. I don't want to talk about this. I want to talk about this in a different way.
Okay.
Not from like legal and he's suspended for the whole season, but just what is wrong with you? I feel like that's the only. What is wrong? By the way, were you just rocking the chains today, B? Look at you. He opens up after 8. This dude looked like he's about to head out to Hammerjacks after the podcast. You got the chains and everything, yo. You can't listen. You can take B out of Baltimore, but you can't take Baltimore out of the B. Look at this guy. This got the chains going there. But man, look like he had like a Shirley Temple or something.
Maybe I did hurt.
Yes. Yeah. Well, since it's non-alcoholic, it would work, I guess. I can't. You know how you can say, put somebody in somebody else's shoes and blah blah. I can't. I literally cannot put myself in his shoes. I can't. It's like 2 left feet, 2 right. I don't know. I don't know.
This one's just tough to understand. I'm with you on this one. This one perplexes me, man. Like you're the head coach. You get your shot as a head coach of one of the most storied franchise in the NBA.
Sports. Yeah, just even on sports.
Right. You take your team to the finals in your
finals
first
of
year.
The NBA.
And now all of this
is gone.
It's done.
It's gone. He can't come back. He can't come back. He can't come back. There's no. You're suspended for the whole season. How are they able to then bring you back 2023 and say, "Oh, he's our head coach again"? Seriously?
I don't understand this one, Hurt. There's definitely more to the story.
Is there besides stupidity? Is there more to the story?
No, there's more to the story than what's being reported to us.
Yeah, there usually is. Yeah.
Yes, but like I said, we don't have to talk about that. At the end of the day, like it was just poor judgment. Hard. I don't even know. It's
not even poor. That's stupidity.
It's just stupid. It's just stupid. Right.
I don't know. It's like you can't fraternize with the cheerleaders if you're a football player. There's certain things you just can't do.
Right. As a leader of the team.
You don't tug on Superman's cape. You don't do certain things. You're the head coach. You're the face of the organization. You're in a position that everybody knows who you are. You're the head coach of the Boston freaking Celtics. And now, if he was with the Sacramento Kings, no one would care. But you're not. What is you doing?
Yeah, I just don't get it, man. But so what happens from here? You think ultimately he'll be fired?
He has to. There's no way. He said he's not resigning. Of course, that's probably I want to get my whole paycheck.
Right.
But I'm still just dumbfounded. But you can't bring. It's not like a Sean Payton thing. You know what I mean? Where Payton was gone for the whole season, right?
Yeah.
Due
to Bounty Gate.
Yeah, Bounty Gate. But that wasn't. And I feel like football is a whole different animal in a way than this is. Like Sean Payton was still their guy. It wasn't like. I know everybody in that locker room itself has got to be like, what is you doing? And then, I feel like it's a little bit different here. So there's no way they can bring him back. There's no.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm done.
Yeah, it's
I
a
don't
shame.
wanna talk
But yeah.
I do want to talk about speaking of the good side of sports. Congratulations to the WNBA champions. And someone who came from Popovich's tree, Becky Hammon, who won a championship and hasn't done anything wrong. Congratulations to her.
Oh, I didn't know Becky Hammon was coach of the Aces.
Yeah. Congratulations to her and the Aces. The first professional championship in Las Vegas. Probably the only one they'll ever get. But I mean, congrats to them. They had a parade. It was awesome. And it was cool to see, like fun in the desert, I guess. Because the Raiders ain't gonna do it. Just unless they move a baseball team like Tampa Bay there or something, but they can't. Well, unless they realign again. Either way, get them out of Tampa Bay. But congrats to the Aces.
Yep.
All right, my favorite time of year, my favorite day of the week, Saturdays, college football right now. My Noles are up 24-0. Happy about that. But it's been a long day for some of these ranked teams today, B. But your team fought hard, man.
Yeah.
Your team fought hard. They started off a little with the muffed kickoff off the guy's helmet, but they really came back. They actually had a lead in this game.
Yeah.
Did you watch the whole thing?
I watched the whole thing until I had to leave.
Okay.
Adley freaking Rutschman. Oh, no, that's not Adley Rutschman. Anthony freaking Santander. Ugh!
All right, so we went quickly from the Terps to the Oaks.
Anyway.
All right, go ahead.
All right, so I'm proud of my team because I was spitting fire last week. I was even in victory.
Hot fire. You were hot fire.
I was upset. But I'm gonna tell you something. The Terps dominated this game, dude. And I'm not even joking. We gave them 7 points. We dominated this game, but I'm gonna tell you something. The game turned. We were up. The Terps were up. We were playing well on defense. We were moving the ball. We were up 13-10. Right?
Okay. Yes.
Tualia throws. They call it an interception, but on replay, clearly the guy who intercepted the ball did not have control of the ball. He was aided by the ball hitting the ground clearly because he had his hands on top of the ball. The ball hits the ground, then he cradled the ball. They did not review it. I thought the whole point with college football.
How could you not review that?
That's what I was trying to figure out.
Did your coach go crazy?
No, but I thought they looked at stuff. I thought they took time to look at stuff, and they didn't do it. So it was still an interception. And at that point, like it just kind of turned the tide of the game. But I was so upset because we were moving the ball. They could not stop us. The offensive line was really playing well. Tualia had time to throw. I was like, yeah, we're going to get another Tagovailoa upset another hardball this week. I was all pumped, man. But no, it just wasn't to be. But that being said, they still fought hard. They went into what is that the Big House? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's the Big House. Yeah.
They went into the Big House. They played a good game. They lost by 7 points. But I'm actually look. I don't believe in moral victories, but I'm proud of my team. I can honestly say I'm proud of my team. They made it a game. They played hard, and if it weren't for that call, I think we would have won that game, man. So that's how I feel.
Okay, yeah, I didn't watch the game. But in stats are stats. You don't know how or when somebody gets those stats during a game. Only thing I saw was the dude rush for 243 yards on you guys. And I was like, and I'm thinking, how did that happen? You know what I mean? And I saw, Tagovailoa had 2 interceptions, and you said one shouldn't even counted. Yeah. And he started off the game giving away 7 points off the bat. So the fact that they battled back and took the lead and was still doing well, hopefully they can turn this into I can beat Michigan State next week. You know what I mean?
I hope so, man.
Because that game's at home, and Michigan State just got pummeled at home against Soda. So
Oh, wow.
hopefully they'll still be reeling, and hopefully Maryland can pick that W up, man.
Yeah.
So, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So yeah. So what else happened in college football today? You said a lot of the ranked teams. Some ranked teams.
Yeah, it's been some crazy games. Clemson and Wake Forest went into double overtime. Unfortunately, Wake Forest came out on the short end of that stick, losing 51-45. I was rooting for Wake because they haven't beaten Clemson in who knows how long. Clemson's won, I think, 18 out of last 19 in that series.
Has Clemson solved its quarterback issues yet?
Yeah, I mean, the dude had 5 touchdowns today, 371 yards. I think, though, if he faces a stouter defense, he may struggle.
Okay.
He's okay, but I think he can get the little hiccups every now and then. So, and like I said, if he was playing Bama, he wouldn't have had that performance. But Clemson pulled out that win. Georgia gave up the most points they've had all season. They gave up 22 points to Kent State. But they ended up winning 39-22.
Wow.
Yeah, which is weird. Number 11, Tennessee was at home to the Handbags from Gainesville. And Rocky Top won that game. And because they've lost to Florida, I don't know how many times in a row. But Tennessee won that game at home, 38-33. Thank you, Tennessee. Appreciate it. Penn State, number 14, still undefeated, beat Central Michigan. Oregon on the road, tough game and pull them. It's tough to go on the road and pull in Washington and pull out that win against those Cougs. But Oregon went in, got that win against the Cougs. Ole Miss escaping at home, 35-27 against Tulsa, number 16. Ole Miss. Baylor, number 17, going to Ames, beating those Cyclones, a hard game to win. They won. Texas Tech upset Texas at home, 37-34, and they rushed the field because, they love beating Texas. You got Pittsburgh at home against Rhode Island, won 45-24. And sorry, Dan, cover your ears. Middle Tennessee State goes on the road to rain-soaked Miami and wins 45-31.
Damn. Good Lord. Woo.
And right now, Kentucky's beating Northern Illinois. Kentucky's ranked number 8, by the way. Close game. Arkansas and Texas A&M, 2 other ranked teams are.
You said Kentucky's ranked number 8? Is that what you just said?
Yeah, and it's not preseason basketball.
Wow. Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Bama is up 28-3 over Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
And Ohio State's up 31-7 over Wisconsin. Oh, we don't know who's going to be in the college football playoff. And that's all we got.
Okay.
And Oklahoma is tied right now with K-State. And Kansas beat Duke. And not in basketball today. And Kansas is undefeated currently, by the way, 4-0. So a great day. Just a great day of college football.
Okay.
Loves it. So we got all this time now to get into the NFL. Can't wait. B, you got the stats. You got everything from last week. You also attended a National Football League game last week, man.
Yeah.
Tell me all about it, because I know it was exciting. You also brought a friend along. But I mean, just tell me how it was.
Yeah, man. So let's talk about this, Hurt. Yeah. So I went to the game last week.
At the ATM.
Yeah, at Ravens Stadium. Miami versus the Ravens. Great game, man. It was a great game. First half, the Ravens led 28-7. Lamar was on fire. All I heard over the week was, Lamar couldn't pass against the Dolphins, cover zero blitz. All I kept hearing, is he going to be able to do anything? Is he going to be able to do anything against this zero blitz? Well, Lamar only threw for 3 touchdowns, over 300 yards, over 300 yards, ran for over 110 yards. But guess what, Hurt? It wasn't enough. It was not enough because Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins shocked the Ravens. Scoring 28.
Shocked the world.
Yeah, scoring 28 points in the fourth quarter. And hey, man, I got to give it to him. You know, I think I told you. I think the one thing that impressed me most about the game was Tyreek Hill.
Oh yeah, like he's faster in person. You said.
Yeah, the dude. He's quick and he's fast, dude. And it's like TV doesn't do it justice how fast this guy is. When the Dolphins were on offense, I was looking at number 10 the entire time because he freaking scared me to death. And it was one time, I think he got cramps or something. He went into the locker room. I was like, thank goodness. And I kept looking at the locker room to see if he
Make sure they come back out.
Like, please just stay. Please just stay in there. I didn't want him to, I didn't wish anything bad on him, but please just stay in the locker room. When he came out, dude, it's like, I was just like, this isn't good. But the bottom line is we shouldn't have lost that game. We had two rookie. I knew this was. I didn't pick. I think I said this on the podcast. I didn't pick us to win because our top four corners were hurt, and Tyreek Hill scares the bejesus out of me, and my nightmares came true. They for a half, I was fooled. They were like, yeah, we got this, but no, Tyreek Hill, dude, and Jalen Waddle. Good Lord, man. That 1-2 punch is just scary.
I love Jalen Waddle. I still, again, do not understand how everybody was talking about Jalen Waddle's going to have an off year. When he's
who was saying that?
Like these experts. I kept saying like it was fantasy.
Tyreek Hill. I don't understand that.
I don't know. I don't know. I think because he caught 257 balls last season, they're just thinking, oh, he's going to go down. He may go down, but if he catches 70-something and his touchdowns go up and his impact is even more, felt throughout the team. That's what it's there for.
Right.
That's what it's there for. I don't wonder why I was so shiny. I was like, why am I so shiny right now? Hold on a second, everybody. My bad. I should have just. Oh, that's too. Oh, there we go. Sorry, people. Way too bright. I reflect light, so I apologize. But I mean, come on now. Anyway, but go ahead to the game. I apologize.
No, but it was a good game, man. There was a lot of Dolphins representation. Hey,
yeah, it looked like there was some teal there.
Hey, I saw 2 Ray Finkel jerseys in the crowd. Dude, 2 Ray Finkel. I was like, what is going on, dude? Like,
any Stony Case jerseys?
No, there were no Stony Case jerseys. But yeah, man, 2 Ray Finkel jerseys.
If I ever lost a bet, which I would never bet anyway, and I had to wear one purple jersey, like a Purple Friday, it's gonna be Stony Case.
No Lamar?
No, never.
Where are you gonna find a Stony Case jersey, man?
From that dude that had it that one day.
I sent you a picture of that, right?
Yeah.
I could not believe what I saw, yo.
Because I kept talking about him. You're like, whatever. I'm telling you, there's Stony Case fans out there. I don't know why you don't believe me. Dude, and there was one at the game.
Yep. Yeah, you were right, man. But no, it was a good game. It was an entertaining game. It was just a sunken feeling after the game. But it is what it is. I think this is good for the Ravens in that, like, at the end of the game, the defense was tired. They had 3 rookie defensive back on the field, and this sometimes you have to learn lessons the hard way. And I think this is going to, they're going to learn from this. They're going to learn from this. I mean, it's hard, man, when you're inexperienced and you're playing your first game against, freaking Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. But it is what it is.
Tua.
Yeah, well,
man, Tua.
Well, I'm talking more so our inexperienced corners. But anyway.
Yeah, well, the ball has to go through those wide receivers from the quarterback.
Yeah, but those receivers were open due to
you got to get them the ball. I like Tua. That's all.
Yeah.
Speaking
Tua is fine. I never understood why people were lambasting him in the offseason when he hasn't had a chance to prove. Like, my thing is, if Tua has had like a 2 or 3 year track record, that's one thing. But I think he just has now had a full season under his belt. Like, even though this is his 3rd year, I think he just has reached like 17 or 18 games as a starter. Yeah. So my thing is, why are you judging him right now? Like,
and supposedly, right.
No, I was gonna say, especially when the Dolphins went out and got him weapons, got him Tyreek Hill.
Weapons.
Yeah. So I just never understood. We saw these things in the offseason, like, oh, Tua's underthrowing.
Oh God, that was so annoying.
I was like, dude, it's freaking
so
practice.
annoying. That
It's
dude's in the backyard in some shorts, t-shirt.
Like, why is this?
I'm like, look at him. That ball's gonna get caught in the wind, and it's gonna come back. It's gonna be like. People, this is why I can't do fans of any team, including my own. I can't do it. People are crazy.
But and this is the thing that surprised me. You said fans. This just wasn't fans. Like this made like headlines on news, on these stupid shows. These national shows. They were even talking about it.
Yeah, like, ESPN, NFL Network. Like I'm like.
Like, why did the Dolphins post this pass from Tua? I'm like, come on, y'all, we gotta stop. But anyway, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I picked the Dolphins to go to the playoffs.
Yeah, we both did.
Yeah, so I'm not here to say that Tua's going to be like an elite quarterback. He might be, who knows? But I do think it's
in the next college game day. I want you to have a sign as Tua elite.
Tua elite. But I just like let's hold off.
Let's wait.
Yeah, that's just
again. I still go back to the fact that this kid came off the bench in a national championship game at halftime and led his team back.
I will never forget that.
And that to me, no matter what you say, takes stones.
Right, dropping bombs too. And he wasn't dinking and dunking hurt. He was dropping bombs.
He was throwing the ball down the field without no problems.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And just and winning national championships. So that's why that's the Tua I know. Again, he's basically hasn't been. He was a little bit injured in college as compared to here.
A little bit injured.
Yeah, I'm more in college, but he hasn't really been that way here. Only thing he's seemed to have was a little bit friction with his head coach. But now he's got a young dude, as Dan told me, coming into the stadium out here wearing probably the same chains you had on, I think. Coming into the stadium chilling. Yeah, Davey said he came in, he had the chains on, he had like a silk shirt.
Oh, so he's Tua change. Okay.
So
I knew you were going to like that one. Oh, yes. Core, you got to admit.
No, this is not the NY to MD dad joke podcast. Tua change. The only thing I'll give you credit on is that you said it like right after I said that. So the fact, I'll give you the timing was good. The joke was bad, but I'll give you credit for the timing.
All right. So, what were some other games that surprised you last week, man?
Well, let's talk about my games since you want to ignore my team. Anyway, my team plays in the National Football League as well. Washington, just in case you forgot.
No, I thought we were just talking about surprises.
Okay. You broke down your whole game, and then like, let's talk about surprises. What about my team?
Wait, who y'all play? Oh, Detroit. But that wasn't really a surprise. We both picked Detroit.
Well, we were down 22-0 at halftime, and the fact that we came back.
Oh, damn. That's crazy. I don't even think I realized that. Okay.
Yeah, well, you were at a game. You weren't
that's right. Yeah.
So we were down 22-0. We outscored them 27-14 in the second half. Problem is that they already scored the previous 22.
Oh.
So, end up losing that game. In that game, Carson Wentz 3 touchdowns. I think he had an interception. He in his first 2 games, he becomes the Washington's all-time leader in touchdown passes in the first 2 games of the season. Okay.
I was just about to ask you real quick before you go on. Are you pleased with his performance so far as a quarterback? I know you had questions.
Yeah, I still have questions. Okay. He's still not throwing to Terry, and I don't know.
He isn't?
No, Terry's not getting the rub like a lot of Curtis Samuel, a lot of he threw to the tight ends. Logan had a good game, but him and McLaurin haven't really clicked yet. So I'm waiting for that. If that happens or when that happens, hopefully it does. Then I'll be. I just still see. I just still see Carson in there. I don't know. We'll see. We got a big game coming up tomorrow, but right now we both picked Detroit to win this game. And so it didn't surprise me, but the fact that we turned it on the second, we didn't show up the first half. I don't know where they went. I don't know if they got lost and took a tour of Motown first, then showed up to the game, but that seemed like what happened. But yeah, it was not a pretty game. But
Okay.
we'll see. But other surprises, the Jets beating the Browns. I think because that game was on TV a little bit, and just seeing how the Jets had open people everywhere. I don't know what I was watching.
Well, I was at the game, right? And I knew the Jets came back, but I made it a point to check out the highlights. Yo, I had no idea, that the Jets came up with 2 touchdowns in the last minute and 22 seconds of the game. In the one they did to make it a 6 the third touchdown that Joe Flacco threw when they got the ball back. Yo, there were like Jets players jog, like there was a Jet guy wide open, and the two Brown defenders just jogging, like they weren't even trying. I was like, did they let that guy score on purpose? I was so confused. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
There were like nobody near him, and the guys are just jogging, letting them score a touchdown like it was nothing. So that surprised me. But Joe Flacco, man, wow, 4 touchdowns.
4 touchdowns, 307, 26 of 44. But then again, he's doing the wide open dudes at the time. They didn't get a lot of pressure on him. I know Jadeveon Clowney got hurt.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
He was back there chilling, dude.
Yeah.
He's back there chilling. So, yeah, I think that surprised me. What other game? The Jaguars shutting out the Colts. Again, the Jaguars had a pretty good game against Washington their first game, but I didn't think they were going to shut out the great Matty Ice.
No, dude.
Melt the great Matty Ice.
Look, we'll get into that in a second, but no, dude, we both picked the Jags to win. But, dude, shut out. It doesn't make any sense. But I tell you all the time, I truly believe this. I believe that a lot of Matt Ryan's success is because he played in the dome 9 out of 16 games a year. When you get him outdoors, especially in the cold, he's not the same dude. I'm sorry, he's just not. And I don't get it, I don't know how do you not score any points against the Jags? Like I don't get it.
0.
Yeah,
0.
So.
I don't want to talk about this game, but I guess I have to.
Yep.
The Bengals losing.
I have no idea what the heck happened, dude. This was one I'll easy win for the Bengals. Cooper rushes in. I just don't get it.
I just feel like every time I would turn the game on, I felt like Joe Burrow was on the ground.
I don't understand. Please explain to me, because the Bengals offensive line last year was awful. It was terrible. So they go out, they get all these make all these free agent signings, and the offensive line I think is worse.
It's still trash. It's still trash. I can't explain it. Won't explain it because there's nothing to explain. They're still trash. So I did not. Man, that was like a survival pool pick. I'm glad I didn't pick them. But that game to me was like, Cooper Rush, come on, Cincy looked horrible that game. They looked horrible.
Yeah.
They definitely looked horrible. Another team that doesn't look good, that looks weird, I should say, is the Broncos. Even though they won, they just look off. Let's ride. They ain't riding nowhere right now.
Yeah, something right with the Broncos, man.
Yeah, freaking Kyler Murray's 80-yard 2-point conversion. I mean, what the hell? But I have to say, I'm not going. These games have been exciting. There's been a bunch of these games this season that not even my team being involved, that have come down to like the last couple seconds and depending on how somebody manages the game. The Pittsburgh game was, 17-14. Let's see. The Bengals game was 2017. That Cardinals game came down to OT, scoop and score at the end of the game. So it was really like, wow. But teams that real quick, I want to go into teams that are 0-2.
Okay.
Who do you think is in the most trouble? So we got 0-2 teams. We got the Bengals, the Panthers, I'm gonna just put the Colts in there, even though they're 0-1-1. The Falcons, the Titans.
The Raiders.
Yeah, where's Devontae? Where's Devontae?
Yeah, dude. No, that division is too hard, man. That division is too tough. You can't start 0-2, man, in that division. So I think they're in the worst shape. I think the Bengals are okay only because they're only one game behind, essentially. So but the Raiders, man, they gotta get their act together, man.
Man, it's so funny though. The Browns go from losing to the Jets to beating the Steelers in the same week. That's football for you, brother.
Man.
So yeah, those are the biggest surprises for me so far from last week. But we got this week. We got to do our. Oh, how did we do last week? What was our picks? What was our?
Well, we were exactly the same. I think. Yeah, we both got 12 wins. I think we were 12-5. I think there were 17 games. So yeah.
I thought we were 12-4. That's at 4. 5.
Hold on. Let me check. Well, no, because we also picked the Thursday night game too. So it's
yeah. True.
1, 2, 3,
True that.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, 6. Oh, it is 16.
So 12-4.
Yep.
Your math is incorrect, sir.
Yeah. Even though we disagreed on 6 games. So I guess we went 3-3 on those. So okay. All right.
Cool. All right.
But yeah, man. All right. So let me know these games for this week, man. I'm looking forward to picking these.
Yeah. Well, let's start out with some teams that are talking about they're 0-2. They're in big trouble. That are playing each other.
Okay.
Let's go with the Raiders on the road taking on the Titans. What you got?
You know what? Against my better judgment, I'm going to take the Titans this game.
Wow.
Yeah. I think real quick, I just want to say I think Ryan Tannehill is holding his team back, man.
He's been, but they've been on that, dude.
I know. I just never understood why they gave him all that money. They need a quarterback, man. I feel like
they drafted the dude from Liberty.
Yeah.
And that's a long-term thing. I think he may be in there sooner rather than later because I feel like this season's gonna be lost.
Yeah, they got it.
I would throw him in there, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I just feel like if they actually had a real quarterback, that team would be a lot better. So yeah, but I'm going to pick them this week. Who you taking?
Because it's in Tennessee. I'm going to pick Tennessee.
Really? Oh wow. Okay.
The Raiders need to. I feel like the Raiders need this game more than Tennessee does.
Yeah.
But I don't see. I think Jacobs didn't travel with the team. He's not going to be there. But Tennessee's desperate as well. I just feel like, again, former Belichick dude, somebody's got to win. So I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with the Titans. And since it started to snow in Vermont, Derrick Henry will rush over 150 yards. So.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So every time it snows in Vermont, Derrick Henry has rushed for over 150 yards. So
wow.
I'm definitely picking the Titans.
Okay.
All right. We got the Lovey Bowl. We got the Texans on the road against the Bears. The winner gets Lovey Smith's beard. Who we got?
I am taking Houston.
I think Houston's actually, even though they're 0-1-1, they've been in their games, especially when they tied, right? I guess. The Bears ain't on their plane at home unless it's another monsoon that says it's just 63 degrees. I'm gonna pick the Texans.
Okay. Wow. All right. So
we got the Lions on the road against the Vikings, both 1-1. Vikings coming off a loss, the Lions coming off a victory. You got?
I want to pick the Lions, but your boy Captain Kirk got embarrassed on Monday night again.
There's nothing new about that.
Yeah. I think at home they they're going to perform. I think they're going to win this game. But if this was at Detroit, I would pick Detroit. But no, I'm going to take the Vikings, man.
I'm picking Detroit. They got momentum. Don't get me wrong. It's Jared Goff versus Kirk Cousins. Not exciting at all. But the Lions scored all those points in that first game against the Eagles. I just feel like they're a little bit better.
Okay.
So I'm going to pick the Lions. And we have the 0-2 Bengals traveling to the New Jersey Jets. Another Flacco game. Another Ohio team for Flacco. Who you got?
Well, here's the thing. The Bengals need this game.
Yeah, they do.
And I'm going to pick the Bengals. However, the Bengals lost against the Jets last year in New York. And if memory serves me correct, I think it was Mike White, ripped them apart. You know, something's telling me to take the Jets, but I can't because I just can't believe that the Bengals are going to start off 0-3. I just can't believe that. So I'm gonna go with Cincinnati. I'm going with Cincinnati
because they need this. They're desperate. They have to win this game, and they better play like it. So I'm gonna pick the Bengals.
All right.
We have the Saints, 1-1 Saints against the 0-2 Panthers. Tickets are still as low as $37. 76 degrees. Who you got?
Where's this game, Hurt?
It's in Carolina.
I'm taking the Panthers.
North Carolina. I'm going to pick the Panthers. They're desperate. They're 0-2. I mean, even though Florida State's winning this weekend, and it's still 24-0. Oh, they're trying to score on us. But I don't believe in the same. Well, I don't know. Is Kamara playing or not? I don't know. But so I'm gonna pick Panthers.
Okay.
We're going to do the 405 games real quick. Jaguars at the Chargers. Could be a tricky game. What do you got?
Jaguars are at the Chargers?
Yes.
What is Justin Herbert's status? Do we know?
I think he's iffy. So our Vegas guru, Dan, was telling me that line in Vegas went from 7 points to 3.
Wow.
Because of Herbert. So, and if not, you may get Chase Daniel. So, but hey, look what Cooper Rush did. So who knows?
You know, I'm still picking the Chargers.
The Chargers are supposedly a better team. I think the Jaguars have a belief. It's still going all the way to LA. But again, and when in LA, the Jaguars are the only fan base that won't travel anywhere. So at least the Chargers might actually play a home game at home. So I'll pick the Chargers. But I think it's going to be a competitive game.
All right.
Now, Rams at Cardinals. We got 1-1 against the defending Super Bowl champions. Who you got?
I'm taking the Arizona Cardinals on this one.
Wow. I'm picking the Rams because they always seem to dissect those birds.
Okay.
So I got
I like you. The Cardinals are at home, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's why I'm picking them. Yep.
Okay. Tickets as low as $19 for that game.
Are you serious?
Yeah. What is that?
Good Lord. Okay.
Yeah, I'm taking the Rams destroyed them. They always beat them. It's like the Rams lose to the 49ers for some unknown reason. They can't ever beat them. They kill the Cardinals.
Okay.
So they're going to kill them tomorrow. Bird on bird crime. We got the Falcons at the Seahawks. The great Geno versus the wonderful Marcus. Not your brother, but Mariota. What do you got?
I will take the Dirty Birds in this one. I think the Atlanta will go to Seattle and win.
I think this is what's going to happen. I think Phil Knight is going to fly in, bring some old Duck friends of Mariota's to bring some support in here to help him out. And I think the Falcons get their first one. Hold on, my phone is ringing. And that is my spouse.
Okay, so we need to hurry this up.
We definitely need to hurry this up.
All right, who's next?
So the next game, so Packers at the Buccaneers. What you got?
I'm gonna take Green Bay.
Somebody just went on the IR. Sammy Watkins went on the IR.
Oh, gee. Aren't you surprised?
No.
Good Lord.
It's 80. It's going to be 89 degrees. I don't remember Aaron Rodgers beating Tom in the NFC. I'm gonna pick the Buccaneers.
Something's not right with Tom, yo. Tommy's not right.
No, he looks weird.
Yeah,
he looks weird. It's just everything's weird. All right, the 8:00 game, Sunday night game. I will not watch the 49ers and the Broncos.
49ers at the Broncos. I'm taking the 49ers. Russ just hasn't looked quite the same. Something's not right with Russ either. 49ers, I think they're going to undergo a resurgence now that Jimmy G's back. Not anything against Trey Lance, but I mean, here's Jimmy Garoppolo. Here's a guy with experience. Here's a guy that has Super Bowl experience. And, you know, I think that goes a long, long way. I mean, it's unfortunate what happened to Trey Lance, but I'm going to go with Jimmy G and the 49ers in this one.
Sorry about that. Spouses always are more important.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, dude. I think the 49ers are a better team. The Broncos look broken.
Yeah.
They just something's wrong everywhere with them. I think Jerry Jeudy may be okay, but I don't know what's going on with that.
Yeah, and that head coach, man, what's up with him, dude?
Yeah, he's not making good decisions either. I don't know. He's his first year, but maybe it's that high altitude that's getting to him.
Yeah, and he just hired a former Ravens assistant, Jerry Rosburg, who retired 4 years ago. He was our special teams coach. He just hired Jerry Rosburg as like a game time or game decision like consultant. So he's going to basically be up in the booth and assist him with like game time decision making type stuff, I think. So,
all right.
Yeah.
Chiefs, Colts.
You also picked the 49ers?
Yeah, I picked the 49ers. Yeah, because I said the Broncos look broken.
Okay, that's right. I'm sorry about that.
No, you're good. All right, Chiefs, Colts.
I don't care where this game is at. Well, after what I said,
Lucas Oil.
After what I saw last week, ain't no way I'm going against KC.
Really? You don't think Matty Ice has what it takes to get to his first win as a Colt?
Please.
One of the main events of the day, two undefeated teams. This will be 86 degrees in Miami. Bills at Dolphins. Who you got?
Well, they stunned the world last week. I truly believe this. Now, I wouldn't have picked the Dolphins if they were in Buffalo, but because they're in Miami, they are on a roll. I mean, I know it's not going to look like they're in Miami tomorrow because apparently Bills Mafia is taking over Miami. It's going to be the battle of the tailgates tomorrow, Hurt.
Well, one's less dangerous than the other.
It's gonna be the broken tables versus the stripper pole.
Yeah, versus the grills going on, cars exploding.
Right. No, I truly believe that the Dolphins are gonna win this game, and after they win this game, they are going to finally they're going to be the darlings of the national media. They're going to be the sleeper Super Bowl picks. Two is going to be the sleeper MVP pick. I truly think this is going to be the type of game where both quarterbacks are going to play well. I think they're going to duke it out, man. Kind of like last week, but just not as much scoring. I see this game in the 20s. Maybe one team scoring in the 20s, another team scoring in the 30s. I see it a close game, but I think Miami's going to pull it out, man.
All right, I'm going to say the Bills are going to win.
All right.
Washington at home against the Eagles. Oh, by the way, still tickets available for that Dolphins game, $147. So a little bit more than the game in Arizona.
Woo.
A little bit. Washington at home, tickets $111. down there at FedEx. At home to the Eagles. Who you got?
I'm actually going to take the Commanders this game, man.
Wow. I'm
Yep.
not. I'm taking the Eagles.
All right.
Even though this is a Carson Wentz Revenge Bowl, I just think the Eagles are a better team. It's a matchup that is going to. It's a divisional matchup, so who knows?
That's the thing.
But again, at 72, maybe might be some rain on the field. I think the Eagles have a better rushing game. They have a better offensive line. They have a better quarterback. They have better wide receiver. I'm picking the Eagles.
Okay.
The Ravens go up north and travel to see the Patriots. Tickets 108 for that one, 64 degrees. Who you got? Birds, Patriots. I'll go first for this one. I'm picking the Birds.
Well, and the trend that I am going to continue, and I've had my reasons. I have not picked the Ravens all year. I'm not picking them tomorrow. I'm picking New England. The Ravens under John Harbaugh have never beat Bill Belichick in Gillette Field in the regular season.
Really?
Yes, in the regular season, in the playoffs, they love going up Gillette. They played very well at Gillette Field. What was Gillette Stadium? But yeah, I'm just not seeing it tomorrow. I hope I'm wrong. I am very concerned about the fact that the Ravens only have two. Now, we only have two defense pass rushers on our active roster. Now, we did sign Jason Pierre-Paul.
JPP. Yeah, you know me.
We also signed Brandon Copeland this week, outside linebacker, which should help. But yeah, I don't know how the Ravens. Yes, last week was just so bad because we had a 33-year-old Justin Houston, a 36-year-old Calais Campbell, and Odafe Owe were pretty much our pass rushers last week. Our defense got tired, and we don't have a rotation.
But JK is on the way.
Well, Dan, they said that last week too.
But this week, dude, that's everywhere. JK's about to play.
Well,
JK's on the way.
I will believe it when I see it. That's the
great.
great
Tomorrow, brother.
Speaking of which, the Ravens' running game is horrible.
Yeah, well, they need JK. JK all the way.
Well, without Lamar, the Ravens only had something like 17 yards rushing last week. I mean, it's crazy. But anyway, this is going to be a tough game, man. It really is going to be a tough game. I'm going to go with New England. Of course, I'm rooting for the Ravens. I don't like this game.
Well, yeah, I'm rooting for my team too, but I don't think they're going to win. That's all.
Just like last week, I didn't pick I didn't pick the Ravens against the Dolphins because our top four corners were hurt. Right. So now I will say this: for the first time all year, everybody practiced on either on Friday or Thursday. I forget which day it was. We had full participation in practice. So sounds like we're getting healthier, which is good. But we'll see. We'll see.
Okay. Seminoles are up 31-0. That's all I gotta say.
Wow.
Monday Night Football. Cooper travels to the Meadowlands or MetLife, I should say, to face the 2-0 Giants.
Wow.
On Monday Night Football. Who you got?
This is not. You would think this is an easy game for the Rams. I'm picking the Giants this game.
Well, I don't know where the Rams are.
Oh, I thought you said Cooper Kupp.
Cooper Rush.
Oh. I'm picking the Giants anyway.
OMG. This game between these two teams, I've seen it my whole life. You can never tell how these games go, but it's Monday Night Football. They're playing for my boy, and I think the Giants are going to go 3-0. Playing at home, motivated, the team that everybody hates, especially them. I think they're going to win at home and go 3-0 and beat Dallas.
Okay.
So, and we got another game on Thursday. And not only is this game as exciting as other games, it features one of the best teams in football who you said is going to be 3-0 going into this game on Thursday. Yeah. We have the Dolphins traveling to Cincinnati for, at the time, maybe 0-2, 1-2, or 0-3 Cincinnati Bengals. Who you got?
I'm picking the Bengals only because it's a Thursday night game, and I don't like road teams on a short week. I just don't like it. And I think the Bengals are going to be the more desperate team. So as much as I've been on Miami, I picked Miami to win every game this year, but I do think the Bengals going to pull this one out because them road Thursday night teams, I don't pick those too often.
Yeah, it's a hard game, especially after a big emotional game against the Bills, to go and travel to 68 degrees, probably a little windy, Cincinnati during the middle of a week. I'm going to pick Cincinnati on this one.
Yeah.
And that, I'm going to wrap this up because the spouse called back again. So I'm going to go, everybody. But thank you, everybody, for tuning in. NYMD Podcast here on StreamYard and YouTube. StreamYard and YouTube. Subscribe and like. We're also on Facebook, IG, Twitter, as well as Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify. Check out all our shows. Thank you, everybody, for being here on a Saturday night. Enjoy everything and just be safe. We'll see you next time.
All right. Peace out, y'all.
Later, Gators. And I mean, Florida Gators.